Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. For this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these gorgeous flat back marble earrings. So, I currently have a video showing how to make flat back marble pendants, and in that video I showed how you can attach the marbles to paper and how you can also make your own wire bails so you didn't have to buy bails. In the second flat back marble video I showed how you can make rings with the marbles, and I showed how you can take and make your own wire ring blanks, and I showed how you can crackle the marbles to get a different look instead of just putting paper on the back of them. In this video, I showed how you can make these spiral links and connect the marbles together to make a bracelet. So, in the first video I showed how you can make them with paper in the back. So for this video, I'm not going to show how to do the paper on them because I already showed how to do it in that video. In the second video, I showed how to crackle them, but in this video, I'm not going to show how to crackle them because I've already have a video showing how to do that. So, if you want to put paper on the back of your marbles and you don't know how to do that and you haven't seen the video, I will leave a link down there in the description bar so you can put paper on the back of your marbles for your earrings. And if you want to learn how to crackle them and you don't know how to do that, I will also leave a link down there in the description bar for the ring video so you can learn how to crackle your marbles. So for this video, I'm just going to show you how you can make the back of the earring so you can connect the marble onto the finding that I made. So let's get started. Here is the list of materials you will need to make flat back marble earrings. You will need two 7-inch pieces of 18 gauge aluminum wire. You will need two small flat back glass marbles. You will need ear wires, E6000 glue, and you will need plastic from a soda bottle or a water bottle. And this is the list of materials. Now I'm going to tell you the tools you will need. Here are the tools you will need. You will need chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, scissors, a ruler, a fine point permanent marker. You will also need a 1/2 inch round object to trace around, and for me this cap is 1/2 inch round, so it works perfectly. And you'll also need either a toothpick or a pointed tool. This here is a bead-all, but it works great for this. So here is the list of tools you will need, and if I left anything out, if I forgot anything, I always put the materials down there in the description bar, so look down there and make sure that you can see everything in writing. So the first thing we need to do is make sure our marbles are ready so we can attach the spiral to the back of them. So go ahead and decide, what do you want to do? Do you want to crackle them and paint them like I did on this marble, or do you want to put paper on the back of the marbles? So once you have your marbles ready, then you're ready to move on to the next step. So the next thing we have to do is make the spiral for the back of our earring so we can attach the marble to the spiral. And this spiral is a lot easier to make than the spiral I did in the bracelet. So I'm going to start by taking my wire off the spool, and I like to straighten it out because when it's straight and you cut it, it's a more accurate measurement. Okay, so my wire is straightened out. I need 7 inches of wire, and there is going to be no waste at all on this. So I'm going to slide that over because I don't need that anymore. I don't need those either. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make a loop down here. And I try to grab as close as I can to the end here, but it's a little hard to do because my pliers want to slip. They're kind of a shiny stainless steel. Okay, so I'm just making a round loop, okay, just like this. Okay, now that I have this made, I'm gonna go to my chain nose pliers. So I'm going to hold this loop right here in the joint of my pliers, and I'm going to start making a spiral. Okay, This spiral is a lot easier to make compared to the spiral that we did in the bracelet. That one was sort of hard because we were using 2 wires instead of 1. So I'm just going to continue wrapping this around, making a spiral. And again, we're not going to have any waste on this. It's looking good. Very tight spiral. And if you look there, I just bent it funny, so I'm kind of going to have a gap. So to fix that, I'm going to go back and bend it, make it straight again, and then I'll just continue wrapping it, and it fixed that gap that I had. Okay, so continue to wrap it. This wire work hardens itself a lot, I have noticed, and I really do enjoy using this wire. It's a lot easier on the hands. Okay, so all the way around I am making this spiral. Okay, so once it looks like this and you have your spiral, then what we're going to do is go to the chain nose pliers. Not the chain nose, the round nose, I'm sorry. And I like to grab it about right here in my pliers, not at the very end, but just down a little bit. And I'm going to make a loop. Okay, so I'm bending this back, just like this. I'm going to switch position and continue to bend it. Okay, so now I have this closed loop. But I'm going to make this stand up more, so I'm going to bend it like this. Okay, so now it is straight. So now we have completed our spiral and we are ready to go on to the next step. Before I glue the marble onto my spiral, we first need to cut out this plastic round piece from our soda bottle. Now I don't know how many earrings you're making, but if you're like me, you want to make a bunch of them, then you want to have several of these cut out before you go to glue the piece together. So what I did is I just took my soda bottle and I cut the top off and I cut the end off. I held it like this and I cut out a strip of plastic about 1 inch wide. And then what I did is, you may notice that the plastic is round. Right now this one's flat, and that's because I had straightened it out in the bracelet video. Now you might notice that it's a round shape because it was in the shape of a bottle. So what I did is I held it like this, so the round shape is down this way, and I held it like this in my hand and I put it against the edge of my desk, and what that did is it made the plastic flat for us. So when we go to glue it to the back of the spiral, this doesn't curl and peel up. So after you did that, the next thing you want to do is find a 1/2 inch round object, and for me this glue pen cap is 1/2 inch round. Look around your house if you don't have this and see if you can find anything else, like a marker, maybe a lip gloss. That could probably be 1/2 inch round tube. Just check around and try to find an object that is 1/2 inch round, and once you find it, I just hold it over top just like this and I trace a circle out around it, and I just go down the entire strip of plastic and I trace several circles, and then I cut them all out at the same time, and I have a pile of them to work with. So once you have several of these cut out, then we're ready to move on to the next step. So now we can glue all 3 of these together, and you're going to need either a toothpick or a pointed tool like I have here, and you're also going to need your glue. So first I'm going to glue the back of the marble. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue all over the back of this. Okay, I like to turn it to the side so I can see how much I have. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, I just stuck my thumb out. I'm going to put the cap on now because it oozes out. And I'm going to stop and get the glue off my thumb and I'll come back. So now I'm just going to stick this spiral onto the back of this. And if you want, what I like to do is I like to press it down, and as I'm pressing it I like to spin it so the glue spreads evenly. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my little tool here, and I'm going to use this tool to press it down. And I like to smear the glue all over the back of the spiral. Now you might have some oozing on the outside, and if you do, just scrape it off with the toothpick or your little pokey tool and wipe it onto the back of the spiral. Okay? So press it down. Make sure that it is even on the back of your marble. You might want to look at the front of your marble. Some of the marbles that I had were an oval shape, so with the clear ones here I had the oval turned sideways, and then these purple ones here were kind of an oval shape, so I turned it upwards. Okay, but this marble here is actually round, so it doesn't matter how it's glued on there, as long as it's glued on there. Okay, so it's on there pretty good. I just like to press it down, make sure that the glue is even all over it. Okay. Then once I have that done, I'm gonna glue the plastic onto the back of this. So I'm gonna put the glue in the middle this time. You want to have a nice good glob on there, so we don't have air pockets. I'm just gonna sit this on top of there and press it down. I kind of have some glue over here, so I'm just gonna push it in this direction like that. Okay, make sure there's no big air pockets. Okay, and it looks perfect. So now I'm just gonna let this sit and rest, and when the glue cures, then I can put the ear wire on it. Now for those of you that are beginners, I'm going to show you how to attach the ear wire onto this. So as you can see, I have this ear wire here and it is closed, and to open it I'm going to twist it open. You don't want to pull it open, because then when you go to close it, the ring is not going to be a circle when you close it. It's going to look bad. So when I go to open this, I want to twist it open like this. Okay, and this is the front of my ear wire, so when I put this on, I have to pay attention to what direction I'm putting this on. So I'm going to put it on like this. So when I wear it, the front's like that. Okay, so you have to put it on backwards. And then I'm going to close this shut just by going like that. Okay, and if you have a gap at all you have to do is squeeze it like this. Okay, and there we go. Your earring is finished. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and like me on Facebook. And don't forget to share pictures of the jewelry we've made from my videos on my Facebook page. And you can also now follow me on Pinterest. So thanks for watching.